Hi. So today we are going to touch upon the wonderful quality of a human being of being optimistic. Let me share with you a short story. Once, a king was sailing on his mighty, wonderful ship in high seas. However, suddenly, due to a storm, his ship is badly damaged. His ship hits a rock and gets damaged, and the only thing that is remaining with them is a lifeboat. So all of them, they rescue themselves to the lifeboat and continue their journey to the nearest safest destination, wherein they can get some help to reach back home. While they are sailing, one of them starts becoming terrified. He thinks that uh, probably they will not make the journey, and the lifeboat is too small to accommodate everybody, and he loses hope of going back home safely. The king and everybody else tries to console the person, tries to make him understand that, come on, we can make it up, we can sail through this. We have seen much more difficult situations than this. But the person is not consolable. So the king then asks his minister, he says, we need to do something about this guy, otherwise his cribbing will make everybody lose confidence, and we may not be able to handle the situation. So in this case, the minister orders the person to be thrown into the high seas. So accordingly, the soldiers pick him up and throw him into the water. He is completely surprised and he calls for help and he says, please kindly forgive me, please save me. So he is again taken back on the boat, and this time the person completely stops cribbing about the situation. The king is really happy. He says thank you to the minister, and but he asks that, I didn't understand, why did you in the first place throw him out, and then you again took him back? So the minister says, sir, we only try to make him understand the difference between the comfort of a boat and the, you know, life threatening high seas. And I think probably after the practical, the concerned person understood that it is better to be on the boat than to be in the water. And that is how, after understanding the situation, the person is perfectly all right now. Similarly, let me share another story with you. Once upon a time, there was a money lender and there was a poor farmer. The poor farmer had a huge debt to be given back to the money lender. He had borrowed huge amounts of money but was unable to repay it. So the money lender came to him and asked for his money, and the farmer said, I'm sorry, I don't have the money to give back to you. Give me some more time. So the money lender saw his beautiful daughter and he told the farmer, okay, I will forego the money that I gave you if your daughter is ready to marry me. Both farmer and his daughter were surprised and felt disgusted about what the moneylender said. But their situation was so pathetic that they could not sternly reply back to the moneylender. Understanding that there is some discomfort on the other side, the moneylender said, okay, I'll give you an opportunity. I will pick up two pebbles and put it into bag. One of them will be white and one of them will be black. Your daughter has to, blindfoldedly pick one of the stones from the bag. So if it is white, you are free and your daughter need not to marry me and you don't need to pay me a single penny. But if the pebble that is picked up, if it is black, then your daughter will have to marry me and of course I will forego the amount that I have given to you. So they had no choice, they had to go for this opportunity, or whatever situation was that at their hand. So the moneylender, he picked up a pebble and then the second pebble, and while he was doing so, the girl saw that the moneylender has smartly picked up the black pebbles, so he's trying to cheat them, but they didn't have the what do you say, the liberty to offend the moneylender. So she said, okay, let me think about something else by way I can, take care of the situation in our favor. So before she was blindfolded, she had known that there are no white pebbles into the bag. So what she exactly did was, when she took out a pebble out of the bag, she showed that she is terrified, and she just dropped the pebble on the pavement, which was again full of pebbles. So the moneylender said, "Oh, you have dropped the pebble." So she said, "Okay, no problem. Anyhow, you said that there would be a white and a black pebble in the bag. You just check the bag. If there is a black pebble into the bag, then I have obviously dropped the white one. And if it is the white one in the bag, I have dropped the black one. We don't need to think too much into it. Just check what is there in the bag." The moneylender, he understood that he cannot tell them that he had cheated them. So this is how the girl, she transformed a disadvantageous situation into an opportunity by not losing hope. She kept hope, she applied her mind, and she succeeded. Whereas the first person on the boat, he had to be thrown into the water to make him understand why is it wrong for him and everybody else to be pessimistic. The situation was bad enough for everybody, but he was making life miserable for everybody else. So the message here is, whether we are playing as an individual or whether we are operating as a team member, or may it be in any capacity or role, we need to be always optimistic. We need to keep on applying our mind, keep on exploring opportunities and creating opportunities. And that is what differentiates between an ultimate winner and between a loser. I hope you like the stories and you like the message. We are thankful for your time and attention to our creations, and we will come back to you with many more good things. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.